Getting them gains. Getting them gains.
That's cool because it works for finance.
Yes, it does. Okay, so welcome to the Transmit Podcast, a Super Awesome Showdown offshoot. I'm Spike.
I'm Victor.
And today we have a special guest with us.
Manda.
Yes, she is several characters on the show. How about you run us through them?
Well, I first started out as a valet for Vic Valentine. I was Hilda Wildschwein. Then I decided I wanted to be, have a super feminine superhero character, kind of like 50s, 60s based. So I came up with Manta, and I've also been like a minion. I think, I was a reporter, Ricky Mortis. She got eaten by zombies.
Oh, I remember that.
She came back and nobody talked about it.
Oh.
It's like we don't ever talk about being eaten by zombies.
Did your minion ever have a name?
I think a lot of people called her Salad Fingers because she had like the long.
Okay, I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was beautiful.
And I changed so fast I couldn't get one of the gloves on, so it was like I had one good salad hand, one kind of not good salad hand.
Oh, that sounds. You fixed it.
I fixed it. Okay, well listen, we're gonna keep all the other stuff because that was actually good stuff.
Yeah.
Here, let's talk a little bit more about your characters. So Hilda Wildschwein, she is Wildschwein. I apologize.
Wildstein.
Wild Stallion.
It's fine actually, because people also call me Helga, Helga.
Okay, so
Hilda is an actual name.
yeah, what's her backstory?
Well, she's from New York.
Yes, she is from.
No, her backstory, which she'll never admit to. She was a child of domestic violence. She fled a very traumatic household after she killed her father, but that was because he killed her mother. And she fled and ended up growing up in the side of a volcano in Austria. And then, the authorities found out and made her go to the orphanage, which she just stole all the kids' food.
And this is really an average story for most Eastern European orphans, right?
I suppose.
Volcanoes and...
Yeah. So she stole all the kids' food, so she decided to run away, and they really didn't care because, she's a real pain in their, guts. So she stowed away.
Oh, you can cuss, by the way.
Yeah, she stowed away on a flight to New York City. It was during the punk era scene, so she became a bouncer. And that's basically when she met Vic Valentine. And, he offered her enough money. I don't think she was ever a fan. It was a relationship of convenience. He paid her well.
And you two really play off each other well. I really do like how you guys work together in the ring, and you're always in his corner, and you're always working like the referee, which sometimes me, and distracting me and throwing stuff at me. It's a ton of fun to watch.
Cool.
And
Yeah,
how did you decide how to incorporate her character into this whole thing? Was there any thoughts you had when you were saw what she was making? You thought, here's how we're gonna do this.
Not really.
You came up with the volcano idea.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember
You're
coming up with that.
I just imagine you were raised in a volcano. You're so tough.
Yeah, it's one thing to be raised by wolves, but he kicked it up a notch too. You were raised by plate tectonics, ma'am.
Yeah, it's actually Tony.
Yeah, Tony's idea.
Victor's brother.
Yeah.
Tony and I were in a circus together called Technomania Circus, and I think Tony was living there for a while, and that's how I met everyone. They would rent out the venue.
Right.
And so they were going to rent it to Super Awesome Showdown. And Tony was like, oh man, I have this idea. I think it'd be funny if Vic Valentine had this super big bodyguard who was a woman. So.
Yeah, that sounds...
I'm bigger than Vic.
Definitely you are.
So, yeah, it wasn't really my idea, but I think it works. It's kind of like the whole Shawn Michaels Diesel thing.
Oh, yeah.
I was like Shawn Michaels, and she was like Diesel.
Yeah, and you were mentioning some of the stuff you've worked together on our last podcast.
What did we work on?
Well, yeah, that after you got married, the Kalecki and Coil match, I refed that as Ninja Ref, I think. And that was a ton of fun to do because not only am I having to keep track of you and straight call this fake fight, spoiler alert, wrestling's fake, but also I had to be mindful. I had to be mindful of all the lights you were lighting up and then go around and turn them off after. Really, I just had to pick the amount of time and just hope it was consistent.
You did a good job.
I really
Good
appreciate
job.
it.
Only wrestlers can call it fake.
I apologize. What about referees?
You're not allowed to use that word.
Okay. It is.
We've taken it back.
I say choreographed.
That's choreographed. There we go.
That's the word I used. And I think Super Awesome Showdown turns it up a notch because we have special powers.
It really does. And you know what? I was going to talk about stuff we've made for this podcast, but I think this is a good avenue, having you enact one of our main stars, really. And so you have another character, Manta Ray, and how did you come up with her?
Like I said, it's inspired kind of by 50s, 60s comic book, super feminine, like superhero.
Yeah, because I like the beach style rock that you got playing. I like the costume, and you can only communicate by dance, right?
Yeah, and like interpretive dance for now.
For now. Well, obviously,
now.
there's room for your character to grow that way.
There's a Little Mermaid storyline brewing.
Oh, I love this. So is it because you want to defy a father figure, or is it because you really want to, like, marry a prince? What's going on with that?
No, just to find my voice.
Oh, okay.
God.
Oh, that's
even better.
yeah, because you literally can't talk,
Right.
but you're also looking for your voice.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
what are you gonna tell the world? Your voice
I don't know. I feel like
has been being held back. Like the corporations have sewn your vocal cords.
No. This is why she can't talk.
Okay,
because she's part fish.
Right.
Okay. So the
Come on, bro.
air that you force over your vocal cords as a human, it's a closed system.
Yeah.
When you have gills there's more air coming in, and it just doesn't work. That's the physics of it. It's totally science.
Right.
So
Oh.
that's
Come on,
why
genius, Jesus.
she has gills.
But metaphorically, it's like the
there's
man holding you back.
Totally.
Jeez. Are we talking the man? Is it the
And then
government,
when
or
you
just
finally get your voice, you can speak for other fish creatures.
for
like
all fish
yourself.
kind?
I feel like, though, like, kind of heroes have lame things to say, though. She's just going to be like, I fight for all good. And everyone's really good.
Hey, but you know what?
Cheesy.
As long as it's satisfying and it feels like you've built it up and earned it, I think people let go of that sort of stuff really easily. Listen, I think we have a fair amount of show talk. Let's move on to the lounge. Now,
You mean the locker room?
Listen, if you want to call it the locker room, we'll be in the lounge. You be in the locker room.
I'll meet you in the locker room.
Okay, but
It's a co-ed locker room. I think you'll enjoy it.
all right. So,
like in RoboCop.
Yeah,
and
Starship Troopers.
oh yeah, co-ed. I love those. So listen,
Starship Troopers and RoboCop
Yes.
had the co-ed
Yep.
locker room.
truly, they are a utopian future.
That's where we're at right now. We
Oh, yeah.
are the future.
So listen, I went to a metal concert over the weekend, and I smoked the wrong kind of weed beforehand.
Okay,
I'm
what's
used
that kind?
I'm used to a hybrid blend that's kind of equal parts sativa and indica.
Okay.
And as you may or may not know, sativa, it goes to your head. Indica makes you want to go sleepy. It goes to my face. So
Which kind's that kind?
the indica makes you go
okay.
like
Is that
brr.
the third kind?
No, there's two
the
kinds.
face kind.
Two kinds. Indica for me is I feel it in my face. Sativa, I feel it kind of like in the center of my head.
Uh-huh.
So I'm thinking like, oh, this is another blend. But my friend who brought it over before the concert, he loves indica, so it's like 100% indica, and he's used to it. And so I take a bong rip, and then on the way to the venue to the House of Blues, I start crawling inside my own head and analyzing everything
In a sleepy
ever.
way?
No. In the I'm thinking about everything. I'm cognizant.
Wait, I thought you said indica was the sleepy
No,
kind.
he gave me the sativa kind.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what I found out. He loves sativa. I'm sorry if I
okay.
misspoke that, but
No, I just...
no, that's fine.
I heard face.
So then I go.
Face kind.
So then I go to the loudest metal concert in town that night, and also I have to negotiate between in a bunch of people that are moshing. And every interaction is now a puzzle that I need to solve in real time, and as opposed
Such a
to
man thing. I need to solve this.
what
Just go with it, man. Just go with it.
I could, but the problem is everything I do now I'm analyzing 3 times as much as I normally do.
I think the best possible thing came out of this, which is that you're wearing size small shirts now, and they really show off that waist of yours. I can tell you've been working out,
I mean,
training.
yeah, I've been trying.
I think it's best when your shoulders are wider than your waist.
Yeah,
The
normally-
shirts, they definitely show that off. I think we also have Victor to thank for that.
Yeah,
right?
he helped me out with that. But no, the thing is,
Yeah, one day I sat him down
okay,
on my lap. I'm like,
yeah,
Judge,
and
old boy.
he brings out some of his small shirts, which he is not a small.
You should start
Victor's
wearing
not a
small.
small.
You should start wearing small.
He's a medium who wears smalls. He's that kind of guy.
He's a large that wears mediums.
So, but the thing is, the first time he tells me this, I'm like, okay, I'll look into it. And then a week later, I show up and I haven't thrown out all my shirts. He's like, oh, you haven't, you're still wearing your medium shirts. Like, yes, Victor, I haven't thrown away all my clothes on a whim because of you.
It's like
Yeah.
the transition from like boxers to briefs or briefs to boxers.
You're still gonna
you know?
have
It's
some-
like, oh, I'm not gonna dump out all of them.
I wear boxer
s-
briefs
Yeah, me too. It's
Okay.
it's how you go.
because boxers are too
Too breezy.
they're
Just out
They're
there.
too gangster, like they're too
Yeah, I
gang
can't-
members. Like gang members wear boxers.
And you might pop out of them
And then,
because they got
like,
that
There's just
flap.
balls everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then briefs are like too like little kid.
Yeah, if you,
But boxer briefs are like, I feel like I'm going on a business meeting, I'm a business.
Got the confidence. The
Yeah.
confidence
It's
factor.
more corporate.
yeah.
My balls are held tight. I can accomplish some business.
Oh yeah, but basically what I took away from the concert was I shouldn't smoke really anything beforehand because I can't people watch because that's the other half of like metal shows. I like metal, but also like a metal concert brings out all the people you only see in like Hot Topics and at the back of muffler shops, like in passing, and they're all in one area and there's all this very interesting like sea of humanity.
Did I tell you about my metal band?
Oh, what's your metal band?
My metal band is called Minarchy. The A is an anarchy symbol, and it's an all-women band, and we sing songs about menstruation because we bleed heavy metal.
I remember.
It's really just a concept band
I
at the
remember
moment.
you guys performed at Technomania,
I need.
and you had like a tampon launcher or something, or you
No,
just
her
threw
name
it.
was Jade.
Yeah, you just threw it. It was like a giant tampon with blood at the end.
It was a paper towel, a full paper towel that had been smashed in half and dipped in fake blood. And that was her idea too. And I was just like, we're going there. Okay. You're going to do that. But yeah, we did
Yeah.
another show there too where we smashed a toilet.
This is awesome.
Represented, the patriarchy. And
Are you on iTunes or something? Can I?
we're on there. If you look up Minarchy on YouTube, but I'm trying to get the band back together. So
You definitely should. You need to be part of Super Awesome Showdown, or at least this podcast, so we can have some sweet like. Who is your tampon launcher?
Jade.
Jade, listen. That sounds, once you described it like that, like an insult for your wife. It's like the old tampon launcher.
They got the string. What are those weapons called?
It's a perfect
mace?
flail. No, a mace has a stick. The flail is the one you spin around. And yes, that is the perfect gross flail.
Oh man. Okay.
Are you being assaulted in an alley? Listen.
Oh, you should really see it though, because she did a whole clown gimmick with the string.
Oh.
So she pulled the string out. She's pulling the string out.
Instead of out
and
of the
then
mouth.
she's like, oh, no, stuck. Then she just pulls out this, full paper towel roll, and I was like, okay, that's enough. No, she chucked it into the audience, and that tail on it looked like it was like from a kite. Just like,
Hell of an arm.
It definitely hit someone.
Listen, if you're in a band called Menarchy, you better have an arm. Like, that sounds like the kind of women who would be able to throw a softball really hard. Or
Oh yeah,
something.
she used to train Muay Thai in
Boom.
Thailand.
Wow, that is
It's
intense.
hardcore.
That's one of those places
She
where
was
you
in-
hit your shin with a stick to train.
Uh-huh.
Or you cut down a tree with your kicks.
Yeah, no, they tied a chain to a tire and ran up a hill to the temple.
That will do it.
She also has a documentary out too.
Yes.
Really? Okay, listen, you guys got to link me to this stuff. I need this in my life now.
I forgot the name of it.
It's
High
called, like,
Flying
High
Jade.
Flying Jade.
High Flying Jade. Catherine Sweetman made it, and she's going to be working on my film con with me. I'm so excited to be working with Catherine. But also, it's about when Jade was in the Vietnamese circus.
A Vietnamese circus sounds like a sex move.
This one all on to Jade right here, talking about like.
This is great.
She's pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
She's getting her master's right now at University of Chicago in performance studies. So what's up, Jade?
Is she single? She sounds awesome. I'm just.
Probably. I don't know. She's a free spirit, so.
Hey, listen, maybe she likes
She was here.
33-year-old losers.
You've met her before.
I have.
Yeah, she was.
You don't deserve her.
I don't think I
just
do.
said,
But
did I?
She was back to Super Awesome Showdown. She was
She wore the pink wig. She was a Dorbo,
a Dorbo.
What the-
Orbo's sidekick or cousin.
the cute cousin.
Cute
Well, I
cousin.
mean,
the other cute cousin.
the other cute. Yeah, we gotta have Laura on here once.
Yes, for sure.
Oh yeah. No, this is great. No, I mean most men don't
that's
deserve
actually-
to or keep or.
Jade's name. Oh, we're not
Well,
allowed
her-
to say that.
Well, okay. Enough
It's
of
not,
that. But
it's not her chosen name. I'm glad that, we replaced Laura
With Laura.
when Laura became Jade, and now we have another Laura. And it
Listen,
makes things not complicated.
we have to
so
fill
thanks,
the
Jade.
void. No, but I'm fully aware I don't deserve any woman who would deign to like touch me. Okay.
Yeah,
but,
you're pretty right. You're right on about that one.
Yeah. So, but listen, the strategy in my family with the men is just fool them into being committed. And really, once you've slapped a ring on it, they're like, ah, shit, I'm invested. It's called the sunk cost fallacy. That's how our relationships work, is you just say, no, listen, we've been married for 3 years now. Are you going to throw that all away? And they're like, no, I guess not.
Tower of Power at Dave & Buster's. Every time you play and lose, it goes up by 5 points.
Exactly.
The
What?
bonus. and I'm actually really good at it, but you want it to go up to have it like 500 points as the bonus.
Okay, next.
Tower of Power. Yeah, we got to talk about Dave and Buster's because I'm really good at that game.
Yeah, no, that's going to be what I call like the next family reunion. We're renaming it the sunk cost fallacy relationship strategy to the Tower of Power relationship. It sounds way more toxic.
Well, you should
It's
also
great.
say it like the game.
The
Tower of Power.
I don't see the analogy there.
Oh no, because every time
You don't want to give up because you've invested so much.
exactly, and so once you've like gone to so many movies, dinners, you've bought her like so many "I'm sorry I screwed up" gifts. At that point, like that's what they're
Guilt
thinking.
her.
About. Guilt,
Pure.
That's what healthy relationships are built on.
And then she ends up cheating.
I mean, really, if she's smart, she will cheat on me. Yes. Look, I will not be angry.
But at least you'll have the power of guilt.
Yes, then I can be like, I can string her along for another year and a half at least.
Until she cheats on you again.
Until she cheats on me again. Then I got another 5 years after that.
Yeah.
Because it multiplies. Like, you did this to me once, and now you broke my heart all over again. Oh, God. Am I a bad person?
I
No,
don't know.
you're-
This is
you're-
fictitious. This is like all hypothetical.
Yeah,
so
but you're...
Yeah. Yeah, hypothetical.
What I see you as in this hypothetical is a survivor. You're just trying to survive the
trying
relationship.
to ride out until I die.
Yeah.
I just don't want to die alone. That's
just don't
the
want
goal.
to lose your investment.
Oh, this is great. What? You need to be on the podcast more often.
We should have like a love topic, like a relationships
Well,
topic,
that's
and then
what-
we'll bring you on.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
If we want segments, we will do
Again.
segments. We will do more. I mean, we have 2 shows a week now, so we can just have Tuesday or whatever day be relationship day or whatever you want. Oh, man, that was great. All right, so let's move on to the news then. The news story I came up with is it looks like there's a study out that says that 28% of Uber drivers admit to sampling the food for the people they deliver food for. So yeah, I saw that and I'm
I
like,
heard this one. Yeah.
yeah, when I first
I
heard
was
it, I'm
not
like,
surprised.
I'm disappointed, but I'm not surprised about this. Like, you get somebody's McDonald's and you have a large fry next
Yeah.
to you. It's just a habit
It's
to
just
reach over.
habit. Yeah. We were raised that way.
Oh yeah, definitely. But
Even if it's like scorching hot.
you're gonna put that steaming
Yeah.
pile of mouth
How many
burn.
times have you burned your mouth on
Every
French
time.
fry? Every time.
Well, it depends on how fresh they
It's
are.
really bad when you burn your finger first and you still stick
You
it in your
still-
mouth.
Because you're, oh no,
I'm
it's
gonna
good
put it in the more,
in the more
The more
sensitive part.
sensitive area because I'm just driving my car, trying to pay attention to the road. You know?
Yeah. Well, my thing is like, yeah. So, what are the kind of foods that you can sample? So, fries are one of them. I'm betting like maybe nuggets.
Nuggets, yeah.
'Cause-
But,
Well,
but
but
they
they
say
know
the
the
amount
amount.
of yeah.
But how many times have you count like if you like yeah if you order like one of those value menu things like give me 5 nuggets, a small fry, and a small burger, yeah, they'll see that.
Yeah, they'll
But
know.
but if you get like the 20-piece nugget,
No, I would count.
you would count. Oh,
I mean, if you count, yeah, I would count.
okay.
Fries you can't count.
Right.
That's why, you know.
Okay, Victor, would you risk the nuggets?
No, probably not. I would open it up and look. Maybe they put an extra nugget in there.
Maybe breathe on there.
And
Like
they
you're
wouldn't-
counting nuggets.
And then they wouldn't
Do you
know
like
that I
my
took
brother?
one.
Be like, lick his finger and touch one, and be like, you don't want that one.
He's not even there for it.
It worked on my sister every time, but
Oh,
not
definitely.
me. I was like, screw that.
So, yeah, I don't care. I'm hungry.
I'm hungry. Yeah.
This is
eat that.
delicious.
It would work on me.
So yeah.
Really? Are you grossed out by that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Really? Can
Well-
you eat other people's food if someone takes a bite?
Depends on the person. You dropped an ice cube into my drink that you rubbed on your arm. and
Ew.
then-
Okay, now that's gross. Though.
Okay,
What?
he pointed out, like, listen, I came from work to here to do some recording, and sometimes I get a little grime on my arm, and he pointed out to me, so he's like, oh, yeah. At first I reached for my drink, then I moved over to his, which is like an inch away, grabbed an ice cube, and rubbed it on there, then threw it back in. The
Yeah,
grime
yeah.
was gone, and listen, I thank you for pointing that out. You
But
know,
then I can't drink that.
But
Yeah,
then you
that's
water
you
anymore.
just wasted that whole thing of water with your like amoeba slime sweat.
and let me tell you, it's summer, and I get grimy. But no, but back to the food sampling. My thought is, this study came out, and sure, that's one thing. But we're only one idiot away from them having to radically change the Uber Eats process. Because some idiot's gonna like just take a bite out of a cheeseburger or something.
Yeah, and it's hard because who has responsibility? Is it Uber Eats? Is it the restaurant? Is the person who ordered it? Are you gonna have to sign your life away? Terms and conditions when you sign up for it.
Right.
Maybe eaten by driver.
Because
Right.
at Mason's birthday party, he ordered sushi.
I
and
remember
they
that.
brought him the wrong. He spent like $100. They brought him the wrong order, so he calls the restaurant and they go, sorry, take it up with Uber Eats. So then for Uber Eats, you fill out a form and they get back to you in like 2 business days. Meanwhile, It's his party. He wants food. He's not going to do that again. He's not going to risk getting the wrong order.
Yeah, so every third party you add to the
party.
process,
Yeah.
you're adding days of response time to, I just want sushi today.
Yeah, just go get your keys, get in your car, and drive it your damn self.
Well, because, like on Twitter or on Instagram, someone's going to like have a picture of, well, here, I ordered a double-decker sandwich and fries or whatever, and they're going to have like a quarter of a sandwich left, and most of the fries gone, in the drink half drunk, and they're going to fire that guy, but then they're going to have to say, like, they're talking about it, like 80% of the people who heard about this want like tamper-proof containers now for food.
I bet you it's just the fries, though.
It's usually, I'm
What
betting.
else would it be?
Well, no, that's the thing.
It could be
Fries.
soup.
You
You can
ne-
open a little thing of soup. and
Never
you can drink it and eat some.
underestimate people's
Car soup.
never underestimate people's like short-sighted stupidity. That's what I'm saying. Like, most people, yes, will eat the fries, but there's going to be that one idiot who's either high or dumb who's going to
Also-
say, I want a whole cheeseburger.
If your job is like, Uber Eats, it's the type of
See, there's-
mentality of people that you're hiring,
Yeah, what you're telling me that the people who drive like fast food around aren't the cream of the crop, the Navy SEALs of delivery drivers?
Yeah.
Like this select
They're-
brotherhood and
You'd
sisterhood?
think they'd have like strong core values and stuff and beliefs.
They don't go through a rigorous training program?
They have the cargo and like, this must get to the client.
Go, 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 go.
Hot and untouched.
Like, I need a hard target sweep of the entire neighborhood for the delivery. Yeah, so it's not that they're not like doing like the FBI training course where they have to go through an obstacle course to get to get the Uber Eats job.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, do you have a Honda Accord and are willing to run 5 miles? It's like, no, okay. No,
That's who they're getting.
I've seen some of the when I only order Uber
But
Eats
now
when I'm
I
sick.
feel I don't like saying stuff like that on radio or even off the air because it makes me seem elitist. I don't want to seem elitist.
Wait,
Right.
what? That you don't do Uber Eats?
No, that I
Look down upon
look
the
down
people.
upon people who
Uber Eat.
can only do Uber Eats
Well,
for
then,
a living.
how about this then?
Oh, who work there.
Okay,
Yeah.
how about this then? Before you alienate all the working class drivers,
I know because you know what? They're probably listening to us right now because they have to drive around.
Well,
So
it's
Exactly.
also a side gig for a lot of people, too. It's
True.
like a side hustle because they already
Yeah.
work full time and it's still not enough.
all right, but listen
Yeah, we
up.
don't need to.
No, we
let's
don't.
not bring the show down.
Okay, but listen up. I think that's going to be our time.
We're just all drowning.
Yeah.
Debt.
This is going to be our time for the day before Manda breaks down. So I'm going to say thank you for tuning in to the Transmit Podcast. I'm Spike,
I'm Victor.
I'm Manda.
and we'll see you next time.